like, grab his back. What's poppin', everybody? Oh, today gonna be low energy today. It's gonna be low energy today. What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob. And today's show is going to be amazing. Or would you prefer the methamphetamine box? All right, guys, everybody, I hope you're having a good day, man. It's hot out. Ooh, it's a beautiful day. I gotta tell you, be honest with you. I'll try to go between, hey guys, what's happening? Hey guys, what's happening? I'll try to run that fine edge between Percocets and methamphetamine. Are you still mine? Today I'm not even doing this. I'm just going to serenade you with beautiful melodies. Because I believe the children are the future. Treat them well and let them eat the way. It happened, folks. Shall we? National treasure. I met him. He was so kind. One of those top 10 celebrity meetings was just genuine and nice and treats you like you're the only person in the room. Tony Bennett. I left my heart San Francisco. I'm a Frisco boy. I'm a Bay Area prodigy. That's my turf. The earth is my turf. From New York to Canada, I'll mop your ass like a high school janitor. But San Francisco Bay, that's where I'm from. And he is our, you know how you come out in New York, you're going to hear New York, New York? Well, Chicago is my kind of town. Well, San Francisco had an anthem, and it was done by Tony Bennett. The guy was he lived to be 96. Now, someone on Instagram put, oh, gone so young, or gone way too soon. I was like, the guy's 96, bro. I wish he could have lived to be 156, but does anybody here want to live to be 96? He was battling Alzheimer's. He had two of his biggest albums just a couple years ago. Hundreds of albums, hundreds of records. And he ended up doing an album with Lady Gaga. And I think it was his first #1 album in like half a century. Beloved singer Tony Bennett, dead at the age of 96. He was all heart. You can Google all you want, you're not going to find a bad story about the man. It says here, Tony Bennett loved everyone, except he despised Boogie Bob and his show. I love everyone, man. I gotta be honest, but that Boogie Bob and his show is shit. Well, I feel really bad that Tony Bennett feels that way because we on the show love him dearly. I bought 2 papers today because it's Tony Bennett. Here's the $3 news. This is a horrible rag. It's a piece of shit. And this is the $2 news. This is a horrible rag. It's a piece of shit. On this one, you got Biden's talking tough. Blast of the Crooners. And we'll start with that. First, before I start, I want to apologize to everybody that I told that you were a piece of shit and I don't want to talk to you anymore. That was when I thought I was going to hit the Powerball. And I mean, come on, I did not hit the Powerball. So I apologize, obviously, for what I said. That was what we call in the business a faux pas. I shouldn't have said what I said. At the time, I meant it. When I said, you're all pieces of crap, don't call me no more, I thought I was going to hit the Powerball. So, now that I didn't, let's let bygones be bygones and forget that I said what I said. Except tonight is a mega, and it's 800 million. So again, I think some of you are probably pieces of crap. I'll let you know tomorrow if I really believe that. Timu. I did an unboxing last week. 2 watches, blue one and a red one. I open them up. One box is blue, beautiful. The other box is empty. They pulled the old flim flam on me. Got over on me for $7. Well, the new one arrived today. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of that. Shall we proceed? Holy shit. The day is getting better, my friends. Alright, let's do what we gotta do when we do what we gotta do. I was asleep 8 minutes ago. Sound asleep. It took me 6 minutes to get out of bed. I had 3 bad shorties laying on top of me. Fuck me, it's hot out. I would usually say, if you guys know her, tell her to call me, but it's too hot. I don't want to. No thanks. Alright. I'm just going to go down the dial. Angry ex-cop. A former New York Police Department sergeant took a plea deal Friday for hitting an inmate in a holding cell and failing to report it. You think that's the first time that ever happened? A cop punched a guy in a holding cell. Okay. I am a big supporter of all women. Please do not let her story, an alleged hoax, stop you from believing the next woman. I think a lot of times, especially women of color, do not get reported to the media. This one did, and I'll tell you why. My ex-wife, who's African American, said, I don't even believe that it was, I can't even believe that it made the media, because it usually doesn't. I said, well, it made the media because of the underlying circumstance. She was on her way home, driving a car. She called 911 and said she saw a baby, 3 or 4 years old, walking down the side of the highway in a diaper. That's what made this story sensationalized. If it was just a woman, black or white, specifically black, in Atlanta driving home and then she didn't get there, it would probably make the Atlanta paper. Has anybody seen Susan? But it wouldn't be a national viral thing. The circumstances were she saw a baby, she called 911. I don't know what to do. I see a baby. She even got out and started going, hey, are you okay? And then there was a scream. Police arrived within 7 minutes to her abandoned car. She was gone. She showed up 48 hours later at her mom's house. Allegedly escaped the killers, the abductors. A man and a woman. Never saw the woman. The man was an old white guy with orange hair and a bald spot. cops did find her purse, her phone, her wallet, and her wig in the car. Made national headlines. I put her on my Instagram, of course, Facebook. Please, if you've seen her, let's pray she comes home. Well, now they're saying that it's probably a hoax because she made these searches in her Google history the day of or days leading up to her abduction. One is if the city calls an Amber Alert, which is a missing child or a missing person, do you have to pay for it out of your pocket? How old do you have to be to have an Amber Alert called on you? She Googled the movie Taken, which is a Liam Neeson movie about kidnapping. She Googled one-way bus ticket to Birmingham, wherever. And she Googled, how do you steal money from work without getting caught? Or from a register without getting caught? Anyways, her name is Carly Russell. I'm just glad she's home. If it's a hoax, and I believe 100% is, then I'm just glad she's alive and she'll have to deal with those consequences. Carly Russell sent a series of odd tweets minutes before she was reported seeing she saw a wandering toddler, and then she disappeared. Today was a great day, God be looking out, I'm telling you. That was her tweet. That ain't a weird tweet, that's a good tweet. That's a treat tweet. 15 minutes before she made the 911 call, she tweeted, yeah, I want a family now. I don't think that's an unusual tweet either. A few minutes earlier, she tweeted, today was a great day, God be looking out, I'm telling you. And someone to tell you I love you, and I don't even have a reason. She then went on to tell a 911 dispatcher that she saw a child dressed in a t-shirt and diaper walking barefoot along 454, 459 in Alabama. I thought that's such an unusual thing to say to a 911 operator. It must be true. And that maybe some weirdo put his kid out there hoping somebody would stop. I mean, I'm driving down a damn highway, I see a toddler at nighttime in a diaper walking down the street. I'm stopping. Are you stopping? It's a perfect ploy. And what person would think of something like that? I'll tell the cops, a guy grabbed me in a parking lot. No. Alien, no. Oh, a young kid walking down the street in a diaper. Nevertheless, she showed up on her mother's doorstep 48 hours later. Her story was she was escaped from the trunk of a car. They did take her into a home blindfolded, took pictures because she could hear the camera. She never saw the female, she saw the man. Then she escaped when they were putting her in another car. Then she ran through the woods for 3 miles through the woods, barefoot, ended up at her mom's house. Running through the woods, ended up at her mom's house. She has a scar on her lip, and that was about it. I hope that she gets the help she needs, and I'm glad she's alive. I just feel bad for the next woman that this happens to. It's funny because the white women who always get abducted say it was a black guy or it was a Spanish guy. Well, she turned the tables. She says a white guy. Red hair with a bald spot. I was saying to myself, he's busted. Red hair and a bald spot? That narrows it down. Classic J Live's in the house. What's poppin', son? Hey guys, Classic J has a really great channel. Rev, if you're in there, if you could put up his channel, I'd appreciate it. He does a lot of really good stuff. He has some videos I'm very envious. He's in the Bronx, so he sees it all. He sees the stuff I don't get to see. So if you get a chance, check out Classic J Live. He also happens to be a very nice person. A bodybuilder, Gym Death. Justin Big. By the way, what is this bodybuilding thing? They actually go in and they lift weights? I don't get it. It's called a gymnasium, I guess. Justin Vicky, a bodybuilder in Bali, has died in a weightlifting accident. Hey, teacher, leave them weights alone. Vicky was working out at Paradise Gym on Saturday when he was squatting nearly 400 pounds of weight. It's when you have the bar on your back and then you go down with your legs. He failed to complete the lift and fell forward, cascading the weight bar off his shoulders and snapping his neck instantly. Ouch. That is very sad. I know it's really hot out, but if any of you guys know her number, I gotta talk to her. It's pretty important. Hunter Biden. Good old Hunter Biden. One day his laptop will come out. It's only been in custody for 7 years, but one day. By the way, this horrible, pathetic piece of trash, Marjorie Taylor trash. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's the representative from Georgia. People voted for this woman. This woman believes that all the fires in California were started by Jewish space lasers. She's insane. Also, she held up pictures in Congress last week of Hunter Biden getting blowjobs and having sex with prostitutes. She's sitting there holding them up. She goes, guys, this is Hunter Biden. Now, I told you it would be, adult only. You think you could, well, today she was censored. Maybe they'll finally get smart. This is how desperate the Republican Party is. They have this kind of filth on their platform. Anyways, well now, Hunter Biden's lawyer, here's his lawyer, smoking a bong. I dream of Hunter's fixer. Is that good to have your lawyer getting high or bad to have your lawyer getting high? I think as long as it's not methamphetamine. Your Honor, I gotta tell you, my client, he would never do that to her. Can I borrow $20, Your Honor, till lunch? Oh boy. I really hate people sometimes. A 6-year-old bus monitor in sleigh bust. There's a little beautiful 6-year-old. I don't know anything about this story. Here's a lady in set, and usually when they're in set, that's the bad guy. Allegedly. Devastating. Amanda Davila left. That's the piece of shit. That's Amanda Davila. Left. Has been arrested after Faja. Look at this beautiful angel right here. Whole world ahead of her. Was strangled by her wheelchair on a bus. So I believe the bus driver was careless. I don't think the bus driver went and choked her to death, but I don't know. A New Jersey school bus monitor has been charged with manslaughter in the heartbreaking death of a 6-year-old special needs girl strangled by her wheelchair harness, while the monitor was allegedly just talking away on her cell phone. The little girl, Faja Williams, was buckled in by Amanda Davila at the back of the bus. A Monday ride to an extended school program in Franklin Township. Davila was seated near the front of the vehicle and was utilizing a cellular telephone. Who the hell calls it a cellular telephone? A cell phone. In my friends in Australia call it a mobile phone. She had her earbuds on. She's watching children wearing earbuds in both ears. The monitor was in violation of policies. I can't even finish this This family sent their angel off to school, did all the right things, had a monitor who was on her cell phone. Did you read about this guy? I love everybody, but this guy's a moron. He's in the army. You got South Korea, North Korea. You do whatever you want, South Korea, walk around, have a good time, eat a sandwich, but don't cross that line to go to North Korea. It's the most high alert country on the planet. It's a communist country. You walk around in South Korea, go to the mall, wipe your ass with toilet paper. You go to North Korea, you ain't got none of that. You're wearing a gray pair of clothes and having the same haircut as Kim Jong-un. Well, we got a soldier. I believe he had mental issues. He was being disciplined for something. He broke loose and ran across the DMZ line, or whatever it's called. The do not enter line. He crossed over into North Korea. He ain't been seen again. His name is Travis King. His poor family. Speculation continues to mount over the fate of American soldier Travis King after he fled into North Korea. This week, with the U.S. Revealing the Hermit Kingdom has gone silent. I can tell you what they're doing. They're torturing him and asking him. With a guy, but I think it's her brother. Because I got a little of this going on. Whenever I don't move my lips, by the way, my lips are really small. It's the DMZ, yeah, the demilitarized. Yes, Jane Doe knows what it is. The demilitarized zone. Yes, don't cross that line. No one, none, won't be none. Don't cross it. If I start talking like this, where I don't move my lips and I just say, hey guys, listen, oh my gosh, he's hot, that means he's hot. Sitting right at my table. Because he uses her propaganda tool. I believe he's going to get tortured. They're going to get any info they can out of him. Bro, believe me, if you get kidnapped into North Korea, you'll tell on your mama. My mom cheated on her taxes and my dad two-timed my mom. Put that on the record, my dad two-timed. You're going to tell everything. You're going to sing. You're going to pull a Liberace. He's being used as a propaganda tool for being propped up as a potential bargaining chip. They'll do that as well. You want him back? You want him back? Then have South Korea pull out of Kim Jong, whatever, and let them. Can't give them a soldier. This moron, in my opinion, deserves to stay there. I feel horrible even saying that, but putting so many other people at risk. The 23-year-old first U.S. soldier in decades to defect to North Korea. He bolted across the border. North Korea is likely to milk the border crossing for propaganda purposes, especially given King's voluntary entry to the country. Oh, they'll be saying, America's so bad, their soldiers are coming here dying to get in. By the way, I didn't know if you knew this or not, but Kim Jong-un, who's 5'2", he can slam dunk a basketball. He's a great supreme leader. He also, this is a true story according to him and the country, he also invented the burrito. Kim Jong-un in 1988 invented the burrito that's been around since 1840. Have you guys ever seen North Korea on the day commemorating the death of Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il? He was a great supreme leader before Kim Jong-un took over. Well, on the day that he died, let's say it's June 14th, I don't know what day it is, but on June 14th, every citizen has to go out and line the streets and cry. But they have to cry hysterically. If you haven't seen it, you gotta Google it. It's insane. They go like this. And the more you cry, the more accepted you are. If you're just standing there like this, oh, you're going to prison. Your family's getting killed. You're getting shot. You have to sit there. I can't believe it. There's hundreds of thousands, millions of people lying the street doing it, even though he died 30 years ago. It's the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life. Next time you're complaining about living in America or Sweden or Norway or wherever, think again, my friend. You could be living in North Korea. No internet, no phone, no wages, stupid haircuts. There has been a bust in park attacks, sex attacks. 2 men were arrested just hours apart Thursday in connection with 4 sexual assaults in or near Manhattan's Riverside Park within the past 3 weeks. Luke Nobisi, 39, was taken into custody on suspicion of attacking a woman near 59th Street. "55% of Americans believe Donald Trump is not fit for office." I think that number should be 105%, but also 53%, sorry, 55% think Biden is. You could talk about how old Biden is. It's horrible. The guy's, what, 800 years old? But Trump is only 2 years younger. I'm 60. I couldn't run a Taco Bell. I don't know how the hell they run in a damn country. It's a business. America's a huge corporation. Donald Trump will be he's been indicted twice. He'll probably be indicted by Monday or Tuesday for this latest thing, the insurrection. And then they still have at least 2 more indictments to go. I put on my Instagram, just as a joke, that Donald Trump had been indicted twice. He had been indicted more than Charlie Manson. Facts. Imagine being indicted 3 times and now it's getting ready to be 4, and they say it might be a total of 5. Oh, it's because they're out to get him. He did nothing wrong. Those people on January 1st were just tourists walking by. Had nothing to do with him. I already did it, so I really don't want to do it again, but here it is. That's the good life of an icon. He's a crooner. He's with Louis Armstrong. He did a great album with Lady Gaga, and of course, what's her face? Get in the comments, guys. I'm old. I forget, you know, from England. She was such a great singer. And this guy, he's from Jersey. Such a great singer. Frank Sinatra. Somebody will get in the comments and tell me who. Amy Winehouse. Thank you, Tim. Gosh, she could sing. She could sing. Guys, if you know her number, I need to talk to her. It's pretty important. I just have to clarify a couple things in our contract. Joe Biden has tapped a woman as the head of the Navy. I really don't want one of you douchebags. Well, what? Women in the Navy? What are you, a moron? Oh, look at this. Tony Bennett from Astoria, Queens. Look at that. Joe Hernandez, stand up. He was a New Yorker. Queens, straight out of Queens. Same place as Run DMC, LL Cool J came from. 50 Cent. Woman could soon sit on the military's Joint Chiefs of Staff as the first ever. Joe Biden's nominated the Admiral Lisa Franchetti. Believe me, there's a whole bunch of guys going, what? Women are too emotional. First of all, every war on Earth ever has been started by a man. Let's let a woman take over and see how it goes. I think she'll be all right. This is Keefy D. Keefy D, a notorious rolling 60 Crip. Keefy D had his house raided with the Tupac Shakur investigation. Now, Tupac died in 1996, bro. 30 years ago. 28 years ago. And then finally serving a search warrant. Now, Keefy D, if you don't know, is the uncle of Orlando Anderson. The night of September 7th, 1996, there was a fight, a boxing match in Las Vegas. And it was Bruce Seldon against Mike Tyson. It was a first round knockout. In the lobby of the MGM Grand, someone ran up to Tupac's entourage. It was Tupac, Suge Knight, about 50 other brothers from Compton and Los Angeles. And they said, "Yo, Pop, there go the guy that stole that chain, a death row chain, stolen from a mall at the Fox Hills Mall months earlier. There he go right there." Pac's like, "Who, what?" And Tupac did this. Running up and attacked Orlando Anderson. Now, guys, I'm the biggest Tupac fan on the planet. Born in New York. Went to school in Baltimore, Maryland, but grew up in the Bay Area. That's a Bay Area boy. Yay. West Coast. Tupac had a very special spot in my heart. I'm the foremost Tupac expert on the planet. So they went to the fight. They jumped Orlando Anderson. Orlando Anderson is not a rapper. Orlando Anderson, Tupac is a rapper. He can affiliate all he wants, but it's different to be affiliated than to actually be one of those hardcore Crips who grew up murdering people at the bodega like it's nothing. He ended up assaulting. They could come beat me up and there'd be no repercussions. Tupac thought that was how it was. Orlando Anderson got together with 3 of his boys. He was in the back seat of a white Cadillac along with his uncle, Keefy D. They went looking for Tupac. Las Vegas ain't that big. They went up and down the strip. They drove the strip 2 times, and all of a sudden, there he is right there. Tupac and Suge Knight in a BMW. No guns in the car. Tupac security was behind them, no guns in their car. How are you gonna have security with no guns? They pulled up to Koval, Flamingo and Koval. The white Cadillac pulls up next to him. Pop. Tupac Shakur is shot. He is on life support for 7 days. He ends up dying on September 13th. Mother took him off life support. He came out of consciousness 3 or 4 times. His mother said, "I can't let my baby she unplugged him. I wish she never did, but she unplugged him and he passed. 26 years later, about 10, 12 years ago, Keefy D got what's called an offer. And it's where the police say, "Look, you tell us what happened, we will not prosecute you for any words. You have the right to self-incrimination. If you tell us exactly what your role and what happened, we cannot arrest you for it." So we told them. We drove up and down the street. We saw him. My nephew got the gun, reached out the window, shot and killed Tupac. It was there. The driver's dead, the passenger's dead, and his nephew, Orlando Anderson, was killed in Compton about a year and a half later at a car wash, and a shootout was also dead. They lived a very violent lifestyle. Everybody in the car is dead except Keefy. Keefy told the whole story. Cops can't do nothing because they said, "You tell us what happened, you're good." Well, not a very smart man, because then he wrote a book. Then he talked about it on DJ Vlad and several other shows. And once he did, he violated the coffer contract, and now he can be held accountable for the participation in Tupac's death. This is why the search warrant was served at his wife's house in Las Vegas. And the raid yields ammo in the Tupac case. The gun's been long gone. Cops raiding the house of the man who was boasted of knowing who shot Tupac Shakur with the 40 caliber ammunition cartridges were at the scene. Same type found in his home. I hope that those bullets are linked to him. I need closure. And then I need Biggie, the two biggest rappers in the world, both killed in front of thousands of witnesses, and 30 years later, their mothers still mourn them. Afeni finally passed away, but his brother, who I know, is still alive. Kid porn journalist faces 5 years. A disgraced former ABC News reporter, James Gordon Meek, is facing at least 5 years in prison after pleading guilty to child pornography. Why is it only 5 years? Like I said, guys, if you know her, I just needed... here's a duo. Look at how small their pictures are. If you guys know that duo, they got 40 grand. A pair of well-dressed thieves posing as FBI agents raided a Queens couple's apartment. Stunned them with a taser before stealing $40,000 worth of luxury items and cash. Accident, suicide, couple dead. A suburban Chicago man who held firearms training classes accidentally shot his wife while cleaning his gun. I smell something fishy. I'm gonna run it back. A suburban Chicago man who held firearms training classes accidentally fatally shot his wife while cleaning his gun. Then he turned the weapon on himself, killing himself as well. Was he so overwhelmed with grief and remorse and regret, or was it a murder-suicide? Simeon Hendrickson, 61, was working on one of his guns at home in Bolingbrook Saturday afternoon when it accidentally discharged and the bullet struck his wife, Lori Hendrickson, 60. He then took his own life with the handgun. He was pronounced dead at the scene while his wife died at local hospital. Can you imagine if his wife lived? That would be some Romeo and Juliet type of thing. It's unclear if Simeon called 911 or if one of his neighbors heard the gunfire and called for help. Effing grad student axed. I'm going to say effing grad student axed. I'm going to think that maybe the person graduating said the F word when getting their diploma. Some of these morons don't understand. You cannot graduate if you do something stupid. Do it the next day after you leave school. Don't do it at the ceremony. They'll get you. A Louisiana State University grad student has been banned from teaching there after leaving an aggressive voicemail. My story was way off base. Tells a state senator he can't wait to read his name in the effing obituary. Oh boy. I said that like 9 times on Twitter last night. Instagram. My dear friend was murdered over a year ago. He was actually my artist. You can see the video on my page. His name was Gonzo. Gonzo was a very famous rapper. He was one of the biggest I've ever managed. Made a lot of money together. I paid for his first European tour. Stayed at my home. We had a falling out and we buried the axe right before he died, thank God. He was murdered in Washington. Anyways, going through I Googled his name last night, see if anybody's been arrested for his murder. Of course I haven't. Here's this guy, Charleston White. Charleston White talks bad about everybody. He's a social media guy. F Gonzo. Gonzo. Ha ha ha. I'm glad he did. So I put in the comments, I can't wait to dance the day you die, you piece of shit. Oh, I don't think Instagram like that. Boogie Bob, you have been blocked for 24 hours for wishing the death of him. I didn't wish death on him. I just said I can't wait to dance on his grave when he dies. Shouldn't have said it. And this guy, the effing grad student, shouldn't have said it. I am going to do a little jig. He'll be murdered. He's a horrible, wretched human being who laughs at everybody who's guilty. Migrant charged in 3 slayings. I promise you that's the #1 story on Fox. Yeah, and it's Biden's border crisis. Biden's border crisis. We had a migrant kill 3 people. It's Joe Biden's fault. Trump would have never let anybody kill somebody. A Mexican national and possible illegal migrant has been charged with the murders of 3 women in Dallas area the last 4 months. Put him under the jail. Kill him. This felon stabbed an EMT. Our very own Rev was an EMT for years. Saved the lives of lots of people. Rev's a hero. Sure, Rev may appear on the outside to be creepy and grotesque. He's not. On the inside, he's not creepy and grotesque. Outside, yes. Inside, he's a hero. These two still riding around New York shooting people. I don't understand the human condition. I don't get it. Police are searching for a pair of moped-riding bandits accused of mugging at least 3 women in Manhattan and the Bronx. It's the Boogie Bob Show. I have the power to say I'm not doing it. Some stories I don't do. I'd like to give a special shout out to Justin from Staten Island. Good old Justin in here talking about Joe the other day. Can't hide behind the screen name. Got your address, your name, where you went to high school? Good old Justin from Staten Island. What's up, man? Having fun making fun of Joe? Did anybody get a chance? I haven't done the news for several days. Did anybody get a chance to check out my video of, what's his face? Little singer dude? Ed Sheeran? I'm in love with the shape of you. You push and pull like a magnet do. It was a Boogie Bob exclusive. I took you to the concert. 2 nights before, he had a show, 90,000 people at MetLife. The biggest crowd they ever had there. 89,600 people at MetLife. 89,600 people. The next night, 150 people. Boogie Bob took you inside. You're welcome. Have you guys seen this, what's the guy's name? Someone get in the comments. I need you to help me out. There's a hole. Try that in a small town. Aldean. Jason Aldean? I don't know his first name. I don't follow country western. He was a guy. Hi, Yo Edge. I think it's Jason Aldean. He was the guy playing in Las Vegas when the guy shot up. It is Jason Aldean. When the guy shot up his concert in Vegas, killing 50 people, 60 people. So Jason Aldean has a new song out. It sounds like Jonathan Legend. Ambrose is right. Ambrose is always stirring up controversy. But try that in a small town. It's actually, I really think it's a good song. It's the video that has the optics. If you try it in a small town, you spit in the cop's face, see how far down the road you get, because you'll try that in a small town, we'll get your ass. That's basically it. It's a rockin' ass song for country. The problem is all the imagery is from Black Lives Matter rallies. Now, guys, you know, because I took you there. I took you to at least 20 or 30 Black Lives rallies over the years. The only violence I ever saw was when the police beat us up. You guys can check out that video, and Brett would put that up. It's one of my best videos. I got my right ball punctured and my left rib broken by a cop, an overzealous cop. I wasn't even doing nothing. I saw people getting cracked in the face with batons. It was horrible. Police were really very aggressive, and there were thousands of Black Lives Matter rallies around the country, and there was 2 or 3 riots. 2 or 3. A Radio Shack window got broke, and I think someone lit a dumpster on fire, and a couple cop cars. There was no cops murdered. There was one guy shot up a couple cops in Detroit or whatever. That was just some ex-military guy. So to compare, to have a video where it's all Black Lives Matter rallies, they didn't show the peaceful one. They didn't show me walking down the street chanting. There's a video right there. Boogie Bob got beat up by the NYPD. It's fun to watch me get beat up. And the good news is when they're beating me up, you can rewind and see me get beat up several times for my haters. Anyways, I saw the video and I agree. I think the video's off line, off basis. I actually like the song. He doesn't mention Black Lives Matter, he doesn't mention race, but he does have the video taking place in front of a courthouse, a famous courthouse, where a young 18-year-old black man was lynched, beaten, murdered. I don't think that was appropriate. Do you guys know this guy, Larry Nassar? Larry Nassar, I didn't cover it on my channel when it happened, but Larry Nassar was stabbed up, almost murdered by an inmate. Larry Nassar was the Olympic doctor for the Olympic gymnast team. Molested over 500 girls, many times with their mom in the room. Larry, I hurt my shoulder. Come here, let me put my finger in your vagina. This is really, I'm not kidding, creepy and gross. This is what he did. He would put his fingers inside them if they hurt their pinky. It's just standard procedure, ma'am. And a lot of times the mother was right there, didn't know. Why would this respected teen physician be doing anything wrong? Well, it took about 20 years till he finally, some women, young girls and women were brave enough to come forward. Hundreds testified against him. He got 300 years in prison. Was stabbed up, seriously stabbed up. I'm sorry, I love everybody. I can't help but smile thinking of him getting cut and stabbed after all the harm he did to those. I could picture young girls who are now in their 20s, 30s, celebrating him getting stabbed up. And I am not that type of person. He deserved it. Or busted in brutal gang rape. I hate that word. I actually watched the video that Rev put up for me a while back, how my family caught the Vacaville rapist. It's another great video. I have some really good videos. I have some shitty videos as well. But I have some really good videos. If you guys want to check that one out, my family caught a notorious sexual predator. Both my brothers almost murdered him. I did not. 4 busted in brutal gang rape. Mob shamed India. In India, they have absolutely no regard for women. And I'm not talking about all of India or all of Indian people. But women are second-class citizens. These gang rapes happen all the time. Sometimes when the men are busted, the whole village, the guy will, get charged a goat. You are guilty, we're taking a goat from you. This kind of thing. It's just absolutely horrible. I read about it all the time. They can actually stone women to death, just like they do in the Middle East. 4 men were arrested this week in connection with the alleged brutal gang rape of 2 ethnic minority women who were stripped and paraded through the streets of the town in East India earlier this year, sparking major public outrage. The footage of the attack went viral. I have not seen it. I will not watch it. I cannot watch it. If convicted, let's see what the men are facing here. 4 were taken into custody. State police is making all efforts. By the way, if they do get convicted, a lot of times I said, you know, they'll get a goat taken from them. They can also be beaten in the street with canes. They have a very different system over there. If the public outcries enough, they could get hung right in the middle of the damn street. While fleeing, the women, 21 and 42, were surrounded by other mobs. The women in the video were part of a group running from a village as it was burned by a mob of 800 to 1,000 people. So the women were already running in terror as their village was burned by 1,000 people. When fleeing, they were surrounded by another mob, which forced them to strip and walk a crowded road. 2 men from their group were allegedly beaten to death by the same mob. Horrible. What kind of people are we? You better stop it, Jane, though. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I will do exactly that. I appreciate you. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Thank you. I do have the best YouTube channel of anyone in this area. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Rev. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jane Doe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This guy. Look at this guy. So far, I have heard interviews from just about everybody in Long Island, where he would buy his groceries, where he would get his hair cut once a month. Everybody says the same thing. Very quiet, very strange. The accused Gilgo Beach serial killer may have murdered victims at his home while his wife and kids were away. Honey, I'm taking the kids. We're going to go to my mom's house for 3 days. What are you going to do? Oh, I'll mow the lawn, probably do some laundry, kill a girl. I mean, I'll, a piece of shit. I hope he also gets stabbed in prison. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is the face of a horrible killer. The things he did, he didn't go up and shoot and kill people. That's bad enough. He loved their terror. He has homes. They're also searching Atlantic City, where they found 3 dead women in one night. But all their bodies were facing east, so they're not sure. It's like a ritual thing. They're also checking Las Vegas. When he went to Las Vegas, there was a couple killed. Just a wretched, horrible man. They're calling him the Gilgo Beach Ogre. By the way, have you seen him? Forget his face. Have you seen him doing a walk with the cops? This guy's like 6'6". He's huge. He's huge. These women didn't stand a chance. They're looking in Jersey at several sex workers who were killed. The Gilgo Beach Ogre, Rex Hewerman, I call him Rex Sewerman, hired petite women who look like those he is accused of killing, then demeaned them by forcing them to perform petty tasks. An ex-co-worker said. The 6'4" married architect and dad had a history of hiring women who fit the same description as his victims: slim builds, typically standing 5 foot tall. According to former staffers, so these are people he would hire around his office and make them do demeaning jobs. If anybody knows this woman, I need to talk to her about a possible job. Ooh, I don't like this story. Every guy in this thing is going to hate this story, and some women are going to find it funny. Nothing funny about it. Women, you should be ashamed of yourself for thinking this is funny. Joe Hernandez does not think this story's funny, but, and I haven't even read it yet. A note-carrying member. Did he cut off his penis to spite his face? Hey, girl. For those who thought receiving a horse's head in a bed was the height of grotesque, a florist was flabbergasted upon discovering a package with a severed penis outside their bodega. Oh my God, a package! What's in it? I hope it's something good. It's a penis. Told you. I don't think it's funny. The apparent intimidation audit occurred earlier this month when a mysterious box was found at the Rosa de la Monchis flower shop in Los Michos, North Mexico City. Initially suspecting it was an explosive device, local police enlisted the bomb squad. It was not an explosive device, it was a penis. After conducting a battery of tests, authorities determined that the package was not an explosive but a penis. Instead, the parcel harbored an amputated piece of male anatomy. They spelled male wrong. It's M-A-I-L. It should be M-A-L-E. Male anatomy. Unless they were being stupid. And then they start quoting the movie Brad Pitt in Seven. What's in the box? What's in the box? It's a penis. The package, adorned with a funeral floral wreath, came with a sinister note inside that read, "The reflection of your actions, so you can educate yourself and get off my balls." I can't. This will be my last show. I'm gonna, it's very poetic. The reflection of your actions, so you can educate yourself and get off my balls. The National Guard and the Mexican Army also carried out, stop kicking the pigeons, bro. I gotta beat up this kid's dad again. Oh, here's a real shocker. A $10,000 bust, robbery at a smoke shop. Police are searching for two robbers who burst into a Queens smoke shop while brandishing a gun and ransacking the business, getting away with more than $10,000 worth of merchandise. That's weed. Sir, please don't rob me. Here's my money. Money? I want no damn money. Where's the weed at? Anybody see Barbie? She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. She's fantastic, made of plastic. Bria went. Her daughter fell asleep. Bria said it was a really great movie. She thinks it's more like an adult movie. Not guilty, insanity, and decapitation. What's worse, getting your penis cut off or getting your head cut off? Well, it could be the same thing. I could live without a head. I don't think I could live without a penis. I just walk around with some shoulders. Bob, how you doing today? I'm fantastic. I still have my penis. An illegal immigrant from Cuba who was convicted of murder this year in Minnesota for decapitating his girlfriend was found not guilty due to mental illness. I got the hiccup. Hiccup, hiccup, stick up, stick up. Oh boy. U.S. rage gal in deep Dubai doo-doo. Now, I think it's the same story that I'm thinking of. Young African-American girl went to Dubai. She bought something at the store, whatever, and got into an argument with the clerk. And the clerk was yelling at her. She yelled back. I went on Instagram, I said, well, girl, this ain't Atlanta. You can't do that in Dubai. You think a girl from the U.S. can go to Dubai and yell at a guy who lives and born and raised in Dubai? What are you, insane? You see people all the time on YouTube. Shut up, bitch, I'll kill you and your family. Give me my money from 7-Eleven. I ordered chicken McNuggets. Give me my nuggets, bitch. You can't do that in Dubai. She might never come home. A Texas TikToker, she probably thought she was going to get some likes and views, is trapped in Dubai and faces 2 years in prison after screaming at an employee of a rental car agency. That's what it was, rental car. Tierra Allen, better known for her 182,800, she's a big TikToker. She's called Sassy Trucker. Girl, you too sassy. Your ass is no longer sassy, trucker. Has been stuck in the strict country since authorities took her passport. The non-profit group detained in Dubai revealed Monday. The Houston social media star claims the screaming stemmed from a verbal tussle between herself and the manager of a local car rental shop. When she stopped in to pick up her personal belongings, I think she had a purse or something in the car, and he said it was going to cost $600 to get it back. Her credit cards, debit cards, and cell phone had been impounded along with her rental car the day before the blow-up after she and her friend were involved in a minor traffic accident. They don't even let women drive over there. Don't go to Dubai thinking you in Atlanta or New York. You see the kids in New York, the cop tells them, get off the sidewalk. You're like, shut up, cop, you ain't nothing. I want to talk to your supervisor. Try that shit in Dubai. See how that works in Dubai. Let's do it. Libra. I'm only doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Libra. No matter how much you trust a certain individual, the planets warn you, you must not let them make decisions for you. They may say they are on your side, and they may even believe it, but the choices they have to make are unlikely to be in your interest. Don't trust nobody. That's what that's saying. By the way, Powerball. 1 ticket sold in Los Angeles or in California, and they have a video. It's gone viral. Did you see it? A black woman. She went to the store because they know, the media knows where the store that sold it. Right away, you know the store that sold it. It's the 3rd largest Powerball in history. $1 point something billion. She goes into the Powerball. She goes into the liquor store, whatever. And there's news crews already there filming people coming and going. There's video of her running out of the store, screaming hysterically, and they're chasing her. Is it you? Is it you? She goes, yes, oh my God. It's horrifying. Can you stop? Can we interview you? I can't, I'm scared. You just type in Powerball winner runs. It'll come right up. Whether it's her or not, I don't know, but she was running. Hernandez says it's near Skid Row. She was actually running from the place, screaming. I would be scared too. First of all, I would be saying, no, hell no, I don't even play Powerball. Are you crazy? Boogie Bob, did you win? No. I saw a video of you holding a big check. That ain't me. But you just moved to Thailand and got a huge mansion. Nope. I live in Hell's Kitchen. not telling none of you sons of bitches that I won. Sorry. That's if I win. If I don't win, I apologize for that comment. Tonight is the mega. It's like 800 million. Sag gang. Where's my Sag gang? Hi, Valerie. Sag gang. All right. Don't worry if a project you started weeks ago is making slow progress, because in a matter of days, the cosmic picture will change dramatically, and then you'll be flying high again. The fact that you were forced to wait means success will taste all that much sweeter. Sounded kind of sexual there, RJ. I don't know what's going on. This week, guys, something very big is going on around my household. 6 months ago, I spent a couple grand for my ex to go to see Beyonce. It goes down this week. Got her a hotel. Got her tickets for her and my niece. Who knows what else? She's gonna need her hair done and nails done. I ain't going. The hell I ain't going. I just know this is a huge moment in her life. Beyonce. Plus, I get rid of her for a couple nights. That'll be nice. And it only cost me $3 grand. So. Why are you doing that? This little bird. Look at this. Look at this little bird. He's picking up that big ass feather. He's gonna fly with that feather. I think he's making a nest. This is a Boogie Bob exclusive. He picked it up. He flew like 4. Now the other one's coming to get it. That makes great nesting material. That's not the same bird. Boogie Bob exclusive. All right, last but not least. Aries. It's Aries and Pisces. I'm gonna give them to you both. It's a double whammy. It's today's Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. Pisces. What did I just say? Pisces and Aries. You're getting a double whammy. 2 for the price of 1. Pisces. Someone who thinks rules exist merely to be broken will discover over the next few days that not everyone agrees with you. If they try to pull you into their plans, you must resist. Unlike them, you don't need to learn lessons the hard way. And Aries. Just because someone occupies a position of power does not mean that you have to agree with every word they say. A Sun-Pluto link will put you in a combative mood this weekend, but try not to take on people you have no hope of defeating. Why would you? Why would you try that? I don't even know if I have birthdays today. This phone's just sitting here. She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. A vast. This is where you go get a sandwich. This is where you go get a sandwich. Birthdays. Famous birthdays. What is today? Today is the 22nd. This is the worst part of the show. Joe made it look so easy. Reading off all these shitty names no one's ever heard of. Today is birthday of Steve Popinski. Who? You never heard Steve Popinski? No, who is he? Oh, he's very famous. Very famous. What do you do? Yes. Selena Gomez, 31 years old today. Shout out to Selena Gomez. Prince George of Wales. So Prince George is 10 years old. I don't know who the hell that is. What do I know? Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, the wrestler, the Heartbreak Kid. 58 years young. Alex Trebek. What is his birthday? His birthday, Alex passed away last year. 2 years now. David Spade. David Spade, I actually wrote skits for David Spade. 2 of them got on air. I never, okay, I got a crazy guy screaming at me right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. You guys want to see him? You want to see him? Let's. I hope my phone doesn't get me murdered. So he is, hold on, staring at me. You can see his little pink face right to the right there. Hold on. Boom. There he is. There he is behind the plant, staring at me like he wants to kill me. Oh boy. This is, I don't know. This could be my last show because I could get murdered. I'm just keeping an eye on it. Uh-oh. He's pulling out a guitar. David Spade from Saturday Night Live used to come into my bathroom all the time. And he would, at Planet Hollywood, he wore a retainer. He was not famous yet. He was just kind of a bit player. And I read, I don't know, maybe 20 skits off of them. 2 of them got used. And of course, I never got one. One, he wasn't in. He was with Harvey Keitel and Kevin Nealon, where he was a bathroom attendant. Anyways, Kevin Spade is 59 years old now. I did see a beautiful thing today on Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is out of the hospital. He said he almost died. He was very grateful that no one leaked any videos or anything. He had tubes all inside of him. He was down and out for about 3 months. Said his daughter saved his life. He has lost a lot of weight, but he's still got that same sense of humor. He gives all the glory to God. William Dafoe. William Dafoe is 68 years old. William Dafoe is a brilliant, brilliant actor. Love William Dafoe. I'm just going through the dial. Danny Glover, one of my favorite celebrities of all time. Just the nicest man. Every time you met him, he was kind and courteous. There's the guy. I just want to make sure this guy doesn't kill me. He was kind and courteous. Danny Glover is 77 years old today. Happy birthday, Danny Glover. He was a regular at Planet Hollywood. I must have 50 conversations with him. Keith Sweat, the great Keith Sweat, also performed for me and about 3 of my friends at Motown, along with Brian McKnight, phenomenal singer. John Leguizamo, Hell's Kitchen, stand up. John Leguizamo, 63 years old today, one of the great Spanish actors of our time. Wonderful, wonderful, hilarious. The guy screaming and yelling over there. Let's do the deaths before we do mine, because this guy looking crazy. He's just screaming at people and looking at me like I did something wrong to him. I don't know, did I do something wrong right now? Famous death, 7 July. Let's put July. It's a Boogie Bob exclusive. Here we go. Estelle Getty, one of the Golden Girls. I don't know her damn name on the show. Does anybody know which one was Estelle? Let's get off this guy now. They're like, Bob, we came to see you. I just gotta keep an eye on the guy. There's Estelle Getty. She was Madge. I think. I can't remember. I don't know any of them. She played Sophia. Sarcastic TV mom Sophia Petrillo on The Golden Girls, 1985 to 92. She also played Miss Tootie on Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. That was Sylvester Stallone's worst movie he ever made. Valerie knows. Valerie said it. Valerie, you just won yourself an iPad. Karina, send Valerie an iPad. That's awesome. So that got nothing to do with me, Valerie. Karina said she would be sending out iPads this week, so very kind of you, Karina. I admire your generosity. All right, so there's that one. And then this guy was one of my all-time favorites. Loved him. He was so nice in person. So he actually, I think he started smoking right inside Planet Hollywood one time. What, I can't smoke? No, sir, it's a restaurant. But okay. Very super tough guy. Lots of different movies. I loved him in Dinner. If you get a chance, a Stephen King movie, Dinner. But lots of other stuff. Consummate mobster guy. I'm just going through the dial here. I don't see nobody else here. I'm too busy with this guy trying to stab me over here, looking at me crazy. He's drinking a beer, so maybe that'll calm him down. He's drinking a beer and doing methamphetamine, so maybe that will make him worse. I don't see anybody else on here. That gives me a chance to get out of here. We went over time. Guys, I want to thank you guys. Make sure you tune in tonight because I'm going to do a review of this new watch. I'm going to open in a few seconds. If I don't show up tonight, I was murdered in the park by this crazy guy playing guitar, looking at me like this. I've looked up at him 4 times. Each time I look at him, he's like this. And you know, I try not to look away because I don't want to look weak, but he's won every stare down so far. I have a very stabby feeling about this too, but I haven't been stabbed since 1986, so I don't want to break that record. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I ask you to pray for that man. Not just that he doesn't hurt someone, but he doesn't hurt himself and he can get the help that he needs. I ask you to please remember, we're special. Have you ever thought about how hard it is for a human life to be conceived? You're that one little sperm out of 8 million, and you got to sit there and fight your way to the egg, and then you make it in the egg. First, your mom and dad have to meet. The odds of them meeting is crazy. Then they have to make love or whatever they do on that particular night or day in their car. And then 9 months later, all the pieces of wine, here you are, an actual miracle. A miracle. Then you go through life, you travel this great journey of life, and one day you run across the Boogie Bob show. Then you meet Rev. And you say, is it worth it? You meet Rev and you say, hell yeah, it's worth it. Because we're part of the greatest community on all of YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially Carrie. Not as much as I care about Karina, but I do care about Carrie. But not as much as Karina. In fact, compared to M-Wall, Karina's a piece of crap. And M-Wall is amazing, but next to Rev, she's shit. So there's a hierarchy that takes place on the Boogie Bob show. I love you all the same, except Joe Hernandez, not as much as the rest of you. He's right below the rest of you. He's above Tammany, but he's below Valerie. And David Young is better than all of you. All of you are pieces of shit under David Young's shoe, except Cousin Vic. He's better than David Young. All right. Brown Ocean's in here today? What the hell? Guys, it's my business partner. Brown Ocean. The only person besides me, I have, I think about 140 employees right now. Besides me, she's the only one who even cares about my company anymore. Everybody else thinks it's a piece of shit. Thank you, Cindy. I love you very much, and I appreciate you so much. I can't even tell you. By the way, I need someone at Cathedral right now. Why aren't you at Cathedral? What kind of piece of crap are you? Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please be kind and loving to each other. Next to Cindy, you're all pieces of crap. Every one of you. Except Rev. I will talk to you tomorrow. Please be kind and loving to each other. Be good to yourself because you deserve it. And it ain't no one told you today you're special. Treat better than all of you. Every one of you is a piece of trash. Under treat and shoot. I'll talk to you later. I love you all equally. Except Brown Ocean. She's better than you. Talk to you later.